Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the invisible tech that pretty much runs our modern world. It's a technology that's just been given a massive, super intelligent upgrade. So, let's get right into it. Just think about it for a second. That huge shift to remote work, it didn't just magically happen because we all got laptops and better Wi-Fi. No way. It needed a seriously powerful digital backbone to give millions of us secure access to our work desktops from, well, anywhere. So what is this foundational tech? The answer is virtualization. Now, for years, it's been the quiet, unsung hero of IT departments everywhere. But the insane pressure of our new work-from-anywhere world, it pushed this technology to its absolute limits. And it forced it to evolve into something much, much smarter.
So, to really understand that evolution, we've got to quickly touch on why virtualization became so darn important in the first place.
Okay, at its core, virtualization is basically the super clever trick that lets one single physical server act like it's a whole bunch of separate computers. This is just fantastic for efficiency. I mean, companies can get the most bang for their buck from their expensive hardware, which saves them a ton in space, energy, and of course, money. It's really the foundation of any modern data center. But here's the catch. While it was great for packing more onto servers, the old way of doing virtualization started to show some pretty serious cracks when, the entire world tried to log on from their kitchen tables all at once. Honestly, the traditional model just turned into a massive headache. It was a total resource hog, which slowed performance down to a crawl. For the poor IT teams, trying to manage this tangled web of virtual machines was a constant uphill battle. Trying to scale up for new employees was painfully slow. And even worse, one little mistake in the setup could open up huge security holes. The whole system was just buckling under the pressure. And this is where our story gets its hero. To solve all these problems, engineers turn to probably the most powerful tool we have today for taming complexity: artificial intelligence. Now, AI isn't just some buzzword here. It's the real catalyst for change. You see, its algorithms are constantly watching the entire virtual system. They're analyzing these enormous floods of data to spot patterns, predict future needs, and make smart decisions all on their own, often before a human even has a clue there's an issue. And this right here, this is the fundamental shift. This is the aha moment. Traditionally, IT teams were always reactive. They had to wait for an alarm to go off, for something to break, system slows down, an app crashes, and then they'd have to scramble to fix it. But with AI, the whole system becomes proactive. It can actually predict that a failure is about to happen and then fix the issue before it affects a single person. This jump from a break-fix model to a predictive one, well, it's the real game changer. So we have this big shift from being reactive to being proactive. What does that actually mean for a business? And more importantly, what does it mean for the people like you and me who are using these systems every day? What's the real payoff? Well, the results are pretty clear. We're talking a 30% reduction in the time people spend on boring manual IT tasks, a 20% cut in costs because resources are being used so much smarter, and a 15% boost in overall performance. This is the real, tangible value that AI brings to the table. Okay, let's translate that. For you, the end user, it just means a faster, smoother, more personalized experience. Your virtual desktop gets the power it needs right when it needs it. And for the IT teams, it means tasks get prioritized automatically, security is way better, and they spend a lot less time fighting fires. Basically, the whole system just works better for everyone. Now, this technology isn't just a cool theory. It's not sitting in a lab somewhere. It's already being rolled out across major industries. So let's take a look at how it's being used out there in the real world. And we're seeing it pop up everywhere. In healthcare, it's the engine behind secure telemedicine platforms. Over in retail, it's helping create these really cool, immersive virtual shopping experiences. And in manufacturing, it's letting companies monitor and tweak their factory floors from anywhere in the world. But let's zoom in on finance for a second, an industry where security and following the rules are, completely non-negotiable.
Here, AI-assisted virtualization is a lifesaver. It locks down data, it helps automate all that tricky regulatory stuff, it provides secure remote access for traders and analysts, and it makes sure the business can keep running even if there's a disaster. For the financial world, this isn't just a nice-to-have. It's absolutely essential.
So if that's what AI-assisted virtualization is doing today, where is it all headed next? Let's take a peek at the future that's being built on top of this tech. There are two huge trends pushing this technology even further. First is edge computing, which gets a massive boost from 5G. It basically moves the processing power from some faraway data center much, much closer to you, which cuts down on lag and makes things feel almost instant. And second is serverless computing, which hides all the complicated server stuff, so developers can just focus on what they do best, building great apps. The bottom line is, the virtual world is just getting faster, smarter, and way more efficient.
But, and this is a big but, all of this incredible power brings a lot of responsibility. We have to think really carefully about the ethics of it all. I mean, when an AI is managing our resources and shaping our experiences online, it forces us to ask some pretty tough questions about data privacy, about fairness, and about who's ultimately in control.
And that brings us to our final and most important question. This technology offers these unbelievable benefits in efficiency and performance, for sure. But as we hand over more and more control to these intelligent systems, we are left to wrestle with a brand new challenge. As AI manages our digital worlds, who or what manages the AI? Thanks for watching The Explainer.